Okay, YouTube, No Limit Being. I haven't posted in a long time, and I apologize for that. I'm grateful for the people that have been seeing my videos. I've been seeing everybody's comments. I know I've been helping a lot of people understand themselves, but I've been incredibly busy with life in general and a lot of different things. But yeah, just a lot of things that came in the way and everything. Haven't had time to post videos really, but I'm back at it. I'm going to be posting now. Hopefully about 2 to 3 times a week. Hopefully more. That's what I'm thinking about, 2 to 3 times a week. But let's just get right into the video. So this video is going to be that people hate chosen ones for literally no reason. Well, there is a reason, but you feel like it's kind of like for no reason, because being a chosen one, which there's something about like being a chosen one where you kind of have the spirit of God in you, right? So you're kind of bright. You're always bright in a way. Like you always have like, how do I explain this? You always have a big light to you. Like you kind of attract, like you have a big aura basically, right? You have a big aura, and people notice you really easy. But the majority of people in the world are kind of, I wouldn't want to say wicked, but I mean they're basically wicked. So whenever you come around, if you're a chosen one, you're most likely pure at heart. Like you're pure at heart, and you never really try to do anything wrong to people. You never have any malicious intent to people. You never want to like manipulate people. You're always more honest, and people can see that. People can see this in a way, and because you have like this light around you, and you're kind of you could kind of see who people really are in a way. And whenever you see people who are insecure, whenever you see people who are like insecure or like they're jealous or whatever, you could see that emotion literally in a second. Like you could see right through people, right? Like you don't even have to really look at the person to know this. You could just feel their energy, and as soon as you look at them in the eye, you could already see like what kind of person they are or what they're feeling. So that's why whenever you like talk to people, like I bet you if you're a chosen one, you've talked to a lot of different people, because you attract a lot of people. It could be good or bad people. But since you've talked to like a lot of people, and since a lot of people are either have insecurities or maybe like traumas or like just something with them, and whenever you come around, right, they can't hide. They can't hide it. You bring it into light. You bring these emotions into light. Like they can't hide it from you. It's impossible for them to hide it. So because you're able to do this, people will hate you. This is one of the biggest things I've seen from people. Like a lot of chosen ones, I never knew this either. Is like people would hate you for no reason. Like you don't really have to say anything. You could just look at them, and you could literally see their eyes look at you. They're kind of like in like this like weird kind of like evil way. They look at you with like these weird like snakish eyes or whatever. It's because they know that you're like different. They know that you're different. They can sense that you're like bright, and you're primarily a happy person. Like your nature is just happy. Like you usually feel good. Like you feel good about everything. You could enjoy life and everything. You don't really have any ill intent towards people, and you do your own thing most likely. But when you go around a lot of people, like you'll be super nice to them. You'll be super kind to them, super chill, and then they'll just be like mean to you, and you're like, what's going on? And this has happened to me ever since I've been a child. I was like, what's going on? I've been so kind. Like you're not a pushover as a chosen one. You're just kind because you have the spirit of God inside of you. And because you have the spirit of God is a spirit of love, authority, and power. So because that's like your main spirit, because if God chose you, he put his spirit inside of you. So whenever people see you, they could see that, and they get mad about it. They get super pissed about it. That's why a lot of people just hate you for no reason. Like you'll be like, what is this person like? What is this person just say weird things around me? Like you see they don't talk to other people like that, but to you they treat you differently. But I wouldn't worry about it, just because if you're chosen, that's how you see people for who they are. Most people are kind of most people have just a lot of like different insecurities around them or different things around them, and most people operate in like their pride and egos and everything. And whenever you come around, like you bring everything to light. Like there's nothing could be hidden from you. Nothing could be hidden from your eyes. You see everything to light, whether you want to say it or not. You know it, because a lot of times you'll see people speak to you, and like you could just tell like they're not either being honest, or like they have something against you, or like they're hiding something. You can see it with just your eyes, and they know that. That's why like they start treating you differently, because they kind of get scared of you in a way. So they want to, like, because they get scared of you, or because you make them feel a certain way, they're going to reject you, or they're going to be mean to you to protect themselves. But that's why people hate the chosen ones for literally like no reason. But yeah, it's an odd thing. I remember when before I knew that I was like chosen, I was basically I wasn't built to do the same things people, like the majority of people, are doing. You're meant to do something else. You're meant to perfect something that's different. You're meant to make a change into this world, right? That's why like people treat you differently, because you are different. You're a person, but like you're used by God in a way. You're meant to do what God's telling you to do. You're not meant to live your own you're not meant to do whatever you want in a way. You're meant to do what like God wants you to do and everything. So that's why people have treated you so differently. It's because you have God in you. You'll always have God in you. That's why people hate you for no reason. And this world's demonic too. So a lot of people have demons in them, whether that's just any way through like drugs or sin and everything. People have demons in them. So whenever you come around, since you're kind of bright, you're really bright when you come around, and people already see that like you're different and everything, so they get angry. Especially people who have demons around them, they're gonna get so angry at you. But they're gonna say just like weird things that you're like, what are they talking about? Like they'll just say something weird like, oh, you think you're all that, or like they'll be like, oh, you're a-hole or whatever, or you're this or that. But yeah, they just assume so, and you'll just be like, I don't even know who this person is. Like, why are they speaking to me like this? Like they're talking to me like they're like someone I've known or something. But it's because you're chosen. If you're a chosen one, your whole life is kind of like weird in a way. You're like, why do people act so weird? But when you understand it, then you come to peace with it. Then you're like, oh, okay. Because no matter what happens to you as a chosen one, somehow like you'll always get back up. Like you can get thrown down so many times, but you'll get back up. You'll always get back up. So don't worry about that. It's because you're in God's hands all the time. So he takes you through stuff, and then he takes you out of them. He takes you in and takes you out and everything. So you don't have to worry about that. Everything God does is with purpose and everything. So you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, if anyone that's watching this videos, I know if you're watching this, you're most likely a chosen one. So, and you're probably right now, you're probably thinking that, why do people treat me a certain way? And you're looking it up, and you probably came across this video, or this video popped up. But yeah, most people that watch these videos they're chosen, because like people don't just randomly come across these videos. These videos are rare, and chosen ones are very rare too. They're not, and you shouldn't get an ego though about, if you're chosen, you're not supposed to get an ego. It just means God uses you for a specific purpose. It's not that you're some breed above any other people or whatever. God just uses you for a purpose. So you dwell in the spirit of God ever since birth. So yeah, this is why people hate you for no reason. Like you could literally just be like standing there, like say you're at like a social place and there's like a lot of people or something, or like you go anywhere and there's people, like you could just be chilling and a lot of people mob around you and you're like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, it's because like your vibration in a way is very high. It's because of God. Your vibration is that high because of God, because God put his spirit inside you. That's why you kind of shine. Like your natural vibration is very bright and everything. So people see you and they're like, moths to a flame or whatever. They're like, who is that? Like they'll just be like, who is that? And like they'll have weird reactions to you. Like if you're a chosen one, no one really looks at you in a neutral way. They always look at you in like a curiosity, or either they hate you either they hate you, they love you, or like they got something against you. But that's why you could literally just be chilling, minding your own business, and then someone will come up to you and just start saying weird stuff. But if someone's really confident, they're gonna try to be your best. They're gonna kind of try to be your best friend and everything. They'll even start telling you stuff that's like it's kind of like vulnerable. They'll tell you stuff that's like that happens in their life. Like you'll be like, why are they even telling me this? But it's because like there's something about you. They feel like they could like trust you and everything. So if you're a chosen one, this is probably happening to you a lot. Like people will come up and talk to you and tell you like vulnerable things about them, and you're like, why are they even saying this to me? But your nature is you never expose anyone's secrets or anything. You never people know they could trust you and everything, and that's why people do these weird things. Like they'll be like, oh, I did this, I did that. Like they'll tell you something about them that's kind of like vulnerable. You're like, I don't even know this person, right? Like I'm not their friend or whatever, but it's because of your light. They feel like you could trust you. It's because you have the Spirit of God in it. So, but yeah, I hope this helped you guys, whoever's watching this video, because I remember before I knew I was chosen and everything. I will question these things all the time. I'm like, people have weird like reactions towards me. It's like I don't get treated like the same as everybody. It's like people always like look. You can just look in their eyes and they know that you're like different and everything. So, but that's why. But yeah, if you're chosen though, like you'll have a lot of people that hate you for no reason. Like you'll just be like, I've done. You don't have to do anything wrong. You don't have to do anything to warrant them hating you. They'll just hate you just because you're chosen, because you have like a light to you. So but yeah, just being a chosen one though, you're not supposed to just don't get because I've seen a lot of videos of people they claim to be chosen ones, but like they have an ego about it. You're not supposed to have an ego about it. It's just who you are. God picks you for a specific thing, and you're supposed to follow God, like what God wants you to do and everything. So and because since his Spirit dwells in you, because his Spirit dwells in you, that's why people treat you a certain way, because your vibration is always very high. Like your natural vibration is really high. So people are gonna see you in like a certain, like, no one's ever gonna see you as like a normal person in a way, because like you're technically not normal, because a normal person just follows the rules and does what they're supposed to do and everything. But you're different. You're most likely highly intelligent. You're most likely think very, very differently. Like you think very differently and you see through everything. So, but yeah, if you're chosen though, you're meant to change the world. That's what you have to do. If you don't follow your purpose or whatever, you're always gonna be frustrated. You're gonna fail a lot. You're gonna be very frustrated until you follow that purpose. So it's because you have to do what God wants you to do. You have to do it. You can't. There's nothing else you can do about it. Like if you try anything else, somehow circumstances will change and you'll fail. You have to do what He wants you. But yeah, that's just how it is. If you're chosen, you got a purpose by God. He uses you for a specific purpose. You got to follow that. Otherwise, you're always going to be frustrated until you go inside your calling. So I hope this video helped you, and I apologize for haven't made a video in months, in a long time. But I'm going to start making videos again. Hopefully 2 to 3 times a week. And I hope you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video. Hopefully this reaches the right people and everything. I know I've reached a good amount of people. I've helped a lot of people. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another video within 2 days. Thank you.